Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, my beloved kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of LaJoy Truck Creation Designs. Okay, y'all, I'm coming to y'all today with an abstract African print button earring. All right, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to explain to you all what you need. You're going to need some African print fabric. You're going to need some buttons. Of course, y'all know I got my jaw buttons right here. Y'all going to have to excuse my fingernails, okay? I've been taking my polish off, but I wanted to bring y'all this video. I didn't want a day to go by without bringing y'all a video, okay? So you're going to need 3 buttons. You're going to need your fabric. You're going to need 2 coil shells. You're going to need your round nose pliers, your wire cutters, your scissors, and you're going to also need some aluminum wire, 12 gauge aluminum wire. And I'm trying to use this wire that I got from Walmart, y'all, for 25 cents. So I've been using this wire on many different projects. So, and as a matter of fact, you can do this project using your glue gun or your sewing machine. I am going to be using my sewing machine. Okay, y'all, so the very first thing you want to do is cut your fabric. And the piece that I have, I'm going to measure it now for you all, is 3.5 inches wide. And it is 3.5 inches wide and 11 inches long. Okay, so you're going to need a piece 3.5 inches wide and 11 inches long. Now, you don't necessarily have to have it that long. It's completely up to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and fold it on the side, not the good side. This is the good side, okay? I'm going to fold it on this side. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to sew my sides together. Now, the reason why I said you can use a glue gun, if you choose to do this project, you can use a glue gun, okay? But I'm going to sew this because I don't feel like dealing with all that glue. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to take and glue. I'm going to take and sew my sides down. And after I sew my sides down, I'm going to flip it inside out. So this is pretty much what you're going to have, okay, once you sew it. And you go up a little bit off your fabric, and you want to snip that like that. And then you want to pull it inside out. So you pretty much want to bring these 2 in, bring it in like this, and you want to just pull the inside of it out. Okay, y'all, so once you get it pulled inside out, this is what you're going to have. All right, you're going to have this long piece. And basically, sometimes what I do is if my ends aren't even, I come up and I cut them to make them even. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to just take a small piece of fabric and you're going to tie one end of it. So you're going to come down about, let me see, I think about 1.5 inches. You're going to come down about 2 inches on your fabric. So you want to pinch it about 2 inches, and you want to take your end or your little piece of fabric and you want to tie a knot in it. Okay, you want to tie a knot just like this. Okay, tie it nice and tight if you can get it. And that's what you're going to have. Now you got 3 buttons here. Okay, now my buttons, I chose 2 small buttons and then I chose a large button. The large button is going to go in the middle. Okay, so you're going to take your first button and you're going to slide that down into your fabric just like this. Slide it all the way down. Okay. You want to slide that down. And this is pretty much what you're going to have. It's going to look just like this. Now you're going to get your wire. And I'm not going to cut any of this wire. Okay, I'm just going to use it just like it is. And this is 6 feet long. Okay, I'm not going to use all of it, but I'm not going to cut any to measure. Okay, and I'm just going to take my wire and I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make some spirals. Okay, I'm going to make a couple of spirals on my wire. I'm thinking I'm going to do about maybe 3. I'm going to take my finger just like this. Okay. Yeah, and I did 1, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. I did 3 spirals, okay? The next thing you want to do, I'm going to flip it this way, as I'm going to take and hold my fabric as tight as I can. Wait a minute, before I do that, y'all, I'm going to take my wire and hold it over top this way, flip it this way, and I'm going to hold it over top of my button, and I'm going to wrap it, okay? I'm going to wrap it twice. So you want to hold it as tight as you can. Hold that up, and you want to wrap it twice, okay? So that's 1 time. I'm going to come back around again, and I'm going to wrap it twice. That's twice. That's 2 times. Okay? So that's what you're going to have. Now this is coming off, so I might as well just take this off. Okay? So this is what you're going to have. This is what you should have. Okay? This is what you should have. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is you're going to take your fabric and you're going to gather it together and you're going to twist it like this. Okay, so you're going to twist it. Then you're going to take your wire and you're going to come down, come from the back, and you're going to wrap it around the part that you twist. So you're going to do just like this. Okay, just like this. And you're going to wrap it. See what I just did? You're going to wrap it. You take this piece that you have up here. You bring it down through the back. And then you wrap it around the piece that you twisted. Okay? And you're going to wrap it 5 times. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. 4. And 5. Okay, So we have it 5 times. So this is what you're going to have. Now the next button I'm going to use is I'm going to use my large button. Let's see if I can turn on some more light. Okay, I'm hoping that this is better for y'all. Okay, so the next button I'm going to use is I'm going to use the large button. I'm going to take and put this in just like I did the first piece. But this time I'm going to take and bring the wire across the large button. So it's going to come, I'm going to twist this just like this. I'm going to bring the wire over this way. Okay, that's what you're going to have. And then again, I'm going to come, make sure I gather this. Make sure when you gather it, it's nice and tight, and twist it. You want to twist it, bring your wire across, and then you want to do the same thing. You want to wrap it, okay, just like this. All right, and that's what you're going to have, and you're going to wrap it 5 times. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wait a minute, it's going back over. That's 5, okay? And you want to try to make sure that everything is nice and tight. And this is what you're going to have. All right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my very last button on. I'm going to slide that down in my fabric. Just like this. And I'm going to do this one the same exact way. Okay, y'all, so basically what I did was I'm going to do this the same way that I did this piece right here. And I'm going to just take and hold this as tight as I can. I'm going to twist it, gather it, and twist it. And then I'm going to bring that wire over just like I did this one. Let me straighten this out a little bit so I can gather it. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around just like this. Okay, and I'm going to do it 5 times. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now actually, yeah, okay, so that's good. So here we have it. So this is what you are going to have. This is how your earring is going to look. Now what you're going to do is you're going to just bring your pieces up just like this together. And when you bring them up together, this is the shape that you are going to have. You're going to bring your 2 pieces of fabric together just like this. Okay? Your wire, this part of the wire should be showing, this should be showing, and this should be showing. And that's going to let you know that your earring, this is going to be the front part of your earring. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your wire that you have and you're going to wrap it around your 2 pieces of fabric. Wait a minute, y'all. You're going to wrap it. Wait a minute. There we go. Around the 2 pieces of fabric. Okay, and you're going to wrap it a couple times. Hope you all can see what I just did. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to snip off this this fabric at the top. So I'm going to snip that off. just like that. Okay, that's gone. And now I'm going to go ahead and continue to wrap. And I'm going to wrap it just about until all my fabric, excuse me for my nose, y'all, till you can't see my fabric anymore. Okay. All right, now this is good. So here we have it, okay? Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to make a loop just like this. And when I make my loop, I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to make my loop like this. I'm going to take my wire and go to the back. I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. Actually, bring that over a little. All right, I'm going to bring this. I'm going to take my wire and go to the back. Come all the way around to the front. Okay? Because this is going to be my hook that I put my fish hook on. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to snip this off. Because I'm not going to be using all this wire. I'm going to snip it. And I'll let you know how long it is. So let's measure this piece that I snipped. I think this is about, yeah, this is 12 inches. So that's 12 inches. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my round nose pliers. And I got my glue gun on, and then I'm going to take my round nose pliers, come down to the end, and I'm going to make just some spirals. Now I really enjoy doing this. Now if you have some nylon pliers, you can use nylon pliers to do this, but I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to roll this all the way up, just like this. And I'm going to continue to roll, 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 roll. And you can make this as big or as small as you would like it to be, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to flip it this way, okay? And I'm going to continue to roll it. All right. And I'm going to bring it down just like this. So you're going to have this. Actually, I'm going to have to turn it this way. There you go. All right, so this is your earring. And then the very last thing you want to do is get yourself a coral shell. Now, if you make these to sell, make sure you use some glue that you can, that will make sure that it stays on and it doesn't come off. But I'm not selling these. This is just my prototype. And I'm just going to take my glue gun, put some glue on there, put that right in the middle. And then the very last thing that you need to do with this is put your fish hook on, or whatever you're going to be using, okay? And this is it. This concludes my tutorial for these African print abstract earrings.